So when you run multiple printers, filament drying becomes even more important. Over the last 100 days, we've been testing both the Eibos AMS Heater and the SUNLU AMS Heater. And while one was the clear winner, it doesn't mean that the other one doesn't have its use cases. So today we're going to break down who each one's for and the pros and cons of each unit. Let's get into it. All right, first up is the SUNLU AMS Heater. We're going to break down over the last 100 days what it's done well, what it could have done better, and who it's for. Let's check that out.
Alright, so the first thing I really liked about this unit is just how simple and easy it is to use. It's really just a plug and play. No learning curve, no setup headache. You drop in a roll of filament, hit dry, and you're done. And I'll be honest, that really surprised me a bit. Because usually with stuff like this, there's always something that breaks your workflow. This really didn't. It just fit. Especially in a farm setup where you don't want to think about drying. You just want to handle it. This feels like one of those tools that really quietly does the job and stays out of your way. So let's talk about the other side of the coin for a second, because there are really a couple things that bug me. The biggest one is the lid design. It's a little top heavy, and if you're not paying attention when you close it, it can absolutely catch your fingers, which, ouch, it hurt a couple times. There is a 3D printed fix out there that props up the lid. It helps a lot, but realistically, that's something I wish was handled right out of the box. The other limitation is how it handles multiple filament types. This is a single open bay, so you don't get independent control. That means if you're trying to dry something like PLA and Nylon at the same time, this really isn't the tool for it. However, if you stay within similar materials like PLA and PETG like I do, it works really well. So who is this unit actually for? Honestly, beginners are going to love this thing. It removes friction, it just works. And for farm workflows, this makes a ton of sense if you're running the same material, or materials that have similar drying temps. This is not your do-everything dryer, this is your keep things moving without thinking about it dryer. And for the right person, that's exactly what you want. Oh, and quick side note, if you notice the camera doing a little bit of bouncing throughout this video, it's not me. The cats in the studio have an absolute field day running around the tripod, so consider that part of the full Glorious Geeks experience. Now if you're watching this and thinking this might actually be useful for your setup, there is an affiliate link down below. Using that link genuinely helps support the channel and allows us to keep doing real-world testing and reviews like this for you. Overall, the SUNLU AMS Heater is all about simplicity. Downsides are the lid design and lack of individual control. Best for beginners and farm setups running similar materials.
All right, now it's the Eibos Series X Tetras' turn. We're going to break down what it did well over 100 days, what it didn't do well, and who it's for. Let's check it out.
Alright, now this is where things start to feel very different. The first thing that stood out to me here is the level of control. The interface, the programmability, this feels like a much more premium experience. You've got multiple filament presets built in, and the ability to really dial things in depending on what you're running. And that's something that SUNLU just didn't do. And even the little things, like the hinges. These close slow, smooth, and it just feels thought out. And the big one, this completely solves the multi-material problems. Each bay is independent, so if you're running different filament types with different temps, this handles it completely. Now that control does come at a cost. Installation is definitely not quick. It takes time, and if you want to see that whole process, I did cover it in this video here. But even beyond that, there's workflow problems. If you're doing routine maintenance on your AMS, swapping PTFE tubes or anything like that, you're partially tearing this unit down to get to it. And that's where it starts to feel a little clunky. It's also physically bigger, harder to place in a clean setup, especially in a farm like ours where space matters. And while I love the idea of independent bays, I do feel like this could have been designed differently, so you didn't have to disassemble things during maintenance. And to be completely transparent and fair, early units did have some fan noise issues, but Eibos actually handled that really well. They sent out upgraded fans pretty quickly, and current units already include those. So credit where it's due, their customer service was pretty solid. So who is this for? This unit is definitely for the prosumer, the tinkerer, the person who wants full control over their drying setup. And if you're the type that wants to dial everything in, run multiple materials, and optimize your setup, this is going to make a lot of sense for you. So if this looks like something that fits your setup, there is an affiliate link down below for this unit. And if you're already running one of these, drop your thoughts down in the comments. I'd really love to hear how it's working for you, and it really helps everyone else in the community make good decisions too.
All right, over the last 100 days, we've had both of these units, and they both have performed excellent. I personally enjoy the SUNLU AMS Heater experience because of its ease of use, plug-and-play ability, and it doesn't interfere with my maintenance routine. However, there is a trade-off. I'm not a big fan of the hinge mechanism because it doesn't go down slow. It can slam on your fingers. Versus on the Eibos machine, the user experience is much more defined. You can print and dry with multiple filaments and filament types. But when you go to do maintenance on the machine, you do have to disassemble the unit. That's a pain. So I like the SUNLU one, but maybe you'll like the Eibos. So if you've enjoyed this 100-day breakdown of these two machines, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And if you want to pick one of them up, use our affiliate links below. That'll really help out the channel. And until next time, be glorious.